Du mein Seele singe is a hymn in German by Paul Gerhardt, a paraphrase of Psalm chapter 146. Johann Georg Ebeling wrote the well-known melody in 1666. The song in 10 stanzas was first published in 1667 in the collection Pauli Gerhardi Geistliche-Andachten of songs by Gerhardt. It is number 302 in the current Protestant hymnal Evangelisches Gesangbuch. History and text. Paul Gerhardt wrote the hymn as a paraphrase of Psalm chapter 146 in 1653, 5 years after the end of the 30 Years' War, when he was a minister in Mittenwalde, south of Berlin. Johann Georg Ebeling, a church musician at the Nikolaikirche, wrote the well-known melody in 1666. The song in 10 stanzas with 8 regular lines each was first published in 1667 in the collection Geistliche-Andachten of songs by Gerhardt. It is shortened to 8 stanzas, no. 302 in the current Protestant hymnal Evangelisches Gesangbuch. The first stanza, expressing the request to the own soul to sing beautifully praising the Creator for life, corresponds to verses 1 and 2 of the psalm. Stanzas 2 and 3 are not part of the current Protestant hymnal. The fourth stanza, about trust in the God of Jacob is the highest treasure, granting eternal content, corresponds to verses 5 and 6. Stanzas 5 to 7 expand the good things God does, namely protecting those who suffer violence, feeding the hungry and setting prisoners free, corresponding to verse 7. Stanzas 8 and 9 mention the light for the blind and comforter of the weak, strangers, orphans and widows as in verses 8 and 9. The last stanza, corresponding to verse 10, compares the singer to a wilted flower who will not cease to add to the praise of God. Tune and settings. The tune begins with a rising broken chord, reaching the 10th on the 5th note, which has been called a rocket motif. It follows the structure of the bar form. For the last 2 lines, the melody is similar in shape to the first 2 lines, again rising to the highest note in 5 steps and holding it for 2 beats. In the first stanza this accents the term being in my heart and whole being. Other hymns on the same melody include Lift Up Your Hearts, Ye People, We Stand United With You, and Give Thanks to God the Father.